aunties and uncles, don't you think that once we hit a certain age, having backaches, leg cramps, or shrinking a few centimeters is just part of the package? Many Singaporeans even think that if an elderly person falls at the void deck and breaks a bone, it's just bad luck or normal for old people. If you're thinking like that, please, you must watch this video from start to finish. Listen carefully, because today I'm going to share a fact that will completely flip your perspective. Having strong, dense bones at 99 years old is not a fairy tale. It's totally possible. The secret isn't about how many expensive bird's nest or health supplements you buy from the pharmacy, nor is it about how many bowls of bok cut teh or fish bone soup you drink. It's about the wisdom of combination, using the most humble, everyday ingredients found at your local wet market or NTUC fair price. Specifically, we are talking about the humble egg. When an egg meets its secret partner, the calcium-boosting effect doesn't just add up, it multiplies. This is a secret that many specialist doctors in Singapore actually follow, but most people have no clue. Today, we are going to spill the beans on this kitchen wisdom. Trust me, once you learn this, you're not just helping your bones reverse age, you're building a future where you can walk freely around Marina Bay, pain-free, in your golden years. Before we dive in, if you really care about your health and your family's well-being, please click subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our future health tips. We reveal the truths that no one else talks about. If you're ready to take charge of your health, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Why do our bones become fragile? Before we review the golden pairings, we need to understand the root problem. How do our bones actually become weak? Think of your bones as a lifetime calcium bank account, somewhat like your CPF, but for minerals. During our youth and up until age 30, we are in the golden deposit phase. We eat well, we move, and we pump calcium into our bank. By age 30, our balance reaches its limit, known as peak bone Massachusetts. The higher this balance, the safer your retirement years will be. However, the market crash happens around age 35. From this point on, the bank's policy flips, we start withdrawing more than we deposit. The rate of calcium loss quietly begins to exceed the rate of replenishment. You might ask, so what if I lose some calcium? Uncles, aunties, that's exactly the problem. Calcium isn't just bricks for your bones and teeth. It is the general manager of your entire body. Every heartbeat, every muscle contraction when you walk to the hawker center, every signal sent by your brain, all of these require calcium ions. It is essential for life itself. When your daily diet doesn't provide enough calcium for your blood, your body activates an emergency plan. It knows there's only one place with a massive reserve, your bone bank. Without hesitation, the body sends out osteoclasts, think of them as a withdrawal team, to break down your bone tissue and release calcium into the blood to keep your heart pumping. Year after year, this robbing Peter to pay Paul process continues. The result? Your bone bank is emptied. Your bones, which should be dense and tough like a fine honeycomb, become hollow and fragile, like a dried-out loofah sponge. This is osteoporosis. Such bones lose their strength, they become like rotten wood. You don't even need a big fall, sometimes just a violent sneeze, a heavy cough, or lifting a grocery bag from the supermarket can cause a spinal fracture. This isn't a scare tactic, it happens every day in Singapore's orthopedic wards. 6 warning signs your calcium bank is in trouble. Check yourself against these 6 common symptoms of calcium deficiency. Nighttime leg cramps, this is the most classic signal. When blood calcium drops, your nerves and muscles become hypersensitive. Even in deep sleep, a slight movement can trigger a violent, iron heart cramp in your calf. The pain is so sharp it wakes you up instantly. General bone pain, a dull ache that you can't quite pinpoint. Your whole body feels heavy and sore, especially in the lower back, hips, and neck. It's the sound of your bones struggling to support your weight because their internal structure is failing. Loose or falling teeth. Your teeth are the hardest bone in your body. The jawbone that holds them also needs calcium. When you're deficient, the jawbone thins out first, like a tree losing its soil. Your teeth lose their foundation and start to wobble or fall out prematurely. Height loss and hunching. Have you noticed your pants feeling longer than they used to? Or your back looking thicker and more curved in the mirror? This is often because your vertebrae are being squashed down by gravity due to osteoporosis. Even a tiny compression in each vertebra adds up to a visible loss in height. Stiff joints and bone spurs. Many blame joint pain on just arthritis. But from a metabolic view, long-term calcium imbalance causes the body to grow extra bone spurs at the edges of joints to try and stabilize them. This leads to swelling and pain. Hidden systemic symptoms. You might feel unusually fatigued, moody, or forgetful. You might suffer from insomnia, dry itchy skin, brittle nails, or a persistent numbness in your hands and feet. These are all circuit failures caused by a lack of calcium. If you have even one of these, your bone bank is ringing the alarm. The big myths: bone soup and calcium pills. When we think of calcium, most Singaporeans think, drink bone soup or take a pill. But I have to tell you, both are very inefficient. The calcium in pork or chicken bones is calcium phosphate, which is rock solid and barely dissolves in water. No matter how long you pressure cook it, that milky soup is mostly fat, purines, and cholesterol. It's worse for your heart than it is good for your bones. As for calcium pills, they are like lone soldiers. Without a guide or allies, most of the calcium just takes a tour of your digestive tract and ends up in the toilet bowl. If used wrongly, it might even cause kidney stones or calcify your blood vessels. The 6 golden pairings for calcium absorption. The secret is food synergy. Calcium needs helpers to get into your blood and settle into your bones. Here are the 6 powerhouse duos. Pair 1, tofu plus fish, the super catalyst. Tofu, especially the firm tau kwa type, is a calcium star. 200 g of tofu has more calcium than a glass of milk. But to make it work, you need vitamin D. Vitamin D is the key that unlocks the door of your small intestine. Fat-rich fish like salmon, mackerel, soba, or even local pomfret are great sources. A classic, fish and tofu soup, ensures the calcium is actually absorbed. Pair 2, sesame paste/seeds plus spinach, the precision navigator. Sesame is the king of plant calcium, 870 mg per 100 g. But you need vitamin K to act as a navigator to glue that calcium into the bone framework. Dark leafy greens like spinach, broccoli, or kai lan are packed with vitamin K. A spinach salad with sesame dressing is a precision strike for bone health. Pair 3, green pepper plus egg, the absorption optimizer. Here is the egg's secret partner. Eggs have great protein and some calcium, but their potential is unlocked by vitamin C. Vitamin C, found in peppers, tomatoes, or guava, creates an acidic environment in the gut that makes calcium much easier to dissolve and absorb. A simple stir-fried egg with capsicum is a nutritional masterpiece. Pair 4, seaweed plus tofu skin/fugu, the magnesium balance. Calcium and magnesium are brothers, they need to stay in a 2-to-1 ratio. Tofu skin, fugu, is a calcium powerhouse, while seaweed is a magnesium gold mine. Putting them together in a soup maintains the perfect balance for your nerves and bones, preventing those nasty cramps. Pair 5, baby bok choy plus vinegar, the awakener. Leafy greens like bok choy actually have more calcium per gram than milk. But plant calcium is often asleep, insoluble. A splash of vinegar during cooking converts their insoluble calcium into soluble calcium salts, making it ready for your body to use. Pair 6, soybeans plus pork trotter, scaffold and brick. Soybeans provide the bricks, calcium, while pork trotters provide the collagen. Collagen is like the steel rebar in a building, it provides the framework for calcium to stick to. Together, they build a tough, flexible bone. Just don't eat too much fat if you have high cholesterol. 3 big pitfalls to avoid. More is better, wrong. Your body can only handle so much. For those over 60, aim for 800 to 1000 milligrams a day. Excessive calcium doesn't go to your bones, it ends up in your blood, causing hypercalcemia, kidney stones, or hardened arteries. Food-based calcium is much safer. It's only for old people, this is a trap. You must invest in your bank while you are young. If your starting balance at age 30 is low, it's much harder to catch up later. Start young. Timing doesn't matter, actually, the golden time is at night, especially before bed. At night, blood calcium naturally dips. If you haven't eaten calcium, the body steals it from your bones to compensate. A small cup of warm milk or yogurt before bed stops this nighttime theft. For habits for iron-strong bones. Weight-bearing exercise, bones follow the use it or lose it rule. Walking, brisk walking, or Tai Chi at the void deck creates stress on the bone. This sends a signal, hey, we need to be stronger. This activates the bone-building cells. Sunshine, vitamin D. Our Mother Nature gives it for free. The sun turns a substance under your skin into vitamin D. Try to get 15 to 30 minutes of sun between 9 to 10 a.m. or 4 to 5 p.m. Let the sun hit your arms and legs. It's the most natural way to boost absorption. High-quality sleep. Sleep isn't just rest, it's repair time. Deep sleep regulates the hormones, like growth hormone, needed for bone metabolism. Chronic late nights increase cortisol, the stress hormone, which eats away at your bones. Watch the calcium thieves, avoid eating too salty. Too much sodium makes your kidneys flush out calcium. Also, limit excessive heavy coffee, strong tea, and especially sugary soft drinks. The phosphoric acid in sodas is a major enemy of bone health. Alright, friends, that's all for today's deep dive. It's a lot of info, but it's the key to your future. Let's recap. Bone health is the foundation of a happy retirement. The smartest calcium isn't in a pill, it's in your food pairings. Remember the partners: fish/tofu, sesame/spinach, egg/pepper, seaweed/fugu. Move more, get some sun, sleep well, and cut the salt. Strong bones aren't built in a day, it's a long-term investment. Start today. Share this with your friends at the coffee shop or your family group chat. Let's protect our calcium banks together so we can all enjoy a vigorous, upright, and active life well into our 90s. If this helped you, please give us a like and follow our channel. Your support keeps us going. See you in the next video. Medulla to good health.